welcome back my lovely beans to another ETA run. It was interesting, I will not lie. It was something else. This week's modifier, they had something special. Let's start. For my loadout, we had Atlas, you know, One Punch Man. We had the AX-52 minus build. We had Sicarus, Juicy. We had Sicarus, by the way, ETA in ETA, you know. And we had the Prisma Obex. You know, not bad. Melee influence, you know, fists. And they are like working. Besides that, we had Untreatable. Pickups do not heal. Health ops cannot be picked up. You know, means equilibrium. You know, gear embargo. No Dante Spectre for us. Painful. We have secondary wounds. We do not care. And fractured armor. Not really realized that. Legacyte Harvest. You know, as the Legacyte evolves, other enemies it presents also gain new abilities. Did not care. Mermaid enemies joined ranks with Skuldra and Techrot. Did not care. What we cared for was the Jade Wisp haunt the region. If approached, they chase down the players. It burns. You know, fire, booty. Fire under my booty. You know, you can shoot them. You can shoot where they're spawning if you don't know that. Other than that, stay, you know, move around. Try your best with that. Exterminate. Do the cache. Consequences of opening a supply cache are active from the start and will intensify once it opens. Failure to open a supply cache double the kill count, so please do that. Techrot's miasmite swarm, we don't care. And all enemies have overguard. Bring, you know, magnetic hubs goes through overguard. The Assassination. Oof. Yeah, that was something. I might panic a tiny bit. Only thermia RPGs can damage a tank. Reinforced can carry thermia RPGs will arrive during the fight. You actually do have to hit the weak points and the tank itself with that. So make sure that you actually try to aim. You know, you will see me like trying to like, you know, absolutely professional aim. But the problem is random negative effects penalties from Amir and Aya's face-off mode will be applied throughout the missions. You know, maybe no energy. And that means I can't punch. That means I'm not invulnerable. So, ooh, that was something else. So, good luck and have fun watching. Here we go, here we go. We do have, as a modifier, Techrot with melee weapons. So, I think I will, you know, achieve that. But first things first, you know, like I said, we are a little bit far away. Actually, let me, as always, swap my screen so you do see my abilities. Are we ready? I feel like not ready because I am indeed missing all of my specters that are usually protecting me. I do feel a little bit naked without my specters. I do have to say that I'm quite used to having all of my specters. And here I was like, where did that jade be coming from? Because I might or might not have forgot to like actually read the modifiers before we started. You know. You know, just maybe. Just absolutely maybe I did forget to read the modifiers. I usually do read the modifiers, but not here. So here I would usually drop my crew member. You know, I'm just saying. Usually I would drop my crew member here to be like absolutely chill and do absolutely nothing. But, you know, not this week because we did indeed have, you know, gear embargo. Actually kind of sad. So, Skizzy is playing Trinity, if you're wondering, so we do have like a wonderful combination. And I do have the Toxin sticker on again, if you're wondering. I am playing with extra stickers, as always. I have Toxin on the first one, Cold on the second one, and the No Star, or like the Antimatter one on the last one, if you're wondering, as a combination. It's just so you're aware of it, and which combination. I was looking for that one, if you're wondering. You don't hear it, but I did hear it. And for some reason, I'm like, you know, struggling to pick that up. Why am I, you know, doing that in ETA? Are we talking about it? I could, like, actually make it. It's not helping. It is helping a little bit. Not really. You know, I will put music over it later. You know what? Oh, that was Toxin. You know, I'm a health tank. I don't care too much about Toxin. I mean, I do care a little bit. My health is ticking down quite a bit. My health is ticking down quite a bit there. I will not lie, my health ticked down there quite a bit. But I did not go insta down. So, yeah, but, you know, health tanking is great. Right? Health tanking is indeed great. I like health tanking. I did yesterday like an overroom run on Steer Puff this morning. I don't know anymore. exactly when I did it. And I was lavas, right? And you know when you're like supposed to go into like your pony and fly around? I was just standing around as lavas to like see how far I can actually bring it. My health did not move. My health did not move. Also, like I can tell you for some reason, I was constantly thinking that I was Ash. I cannot tell you why, but like Ash and Atlas, by the way, two completely different names. I'm fully aware of that. Punch, 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 punch. Punch, 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 punch. I'm trying to roll, by the way, and not jump, so I have like the sure-footed. That's why I'm rolling, if you're wondering. I'm not jumping, so I am not getting knocked off. So I get like the passive of Atlas. You know, I'm trying. I'm actually trying. You will see me sometimes jumping because I'm sometimes forgetting it, but I'm actually trying. Right? Because like when you are, oh god, let me lie. When you are like on the floor, you can't be knocked off. Something like that. Something like that is the passive, right? It's smart. It's not bad. It's actually good. It's actually brilliant. But yeah. it's good. It's actually kind of nice. Okay, Legacyte Harvest. Here we go. I constantly do. I should have put Dexterity Arcanes on my weapons, by the way. I will not lie. I actually should have done that, but I have not. So see me struggling and constantly lose my combo. I don't have Swift Momentum on, and I don't have Dexterity Arcanes, so please don't call me out on that. I was not that smart. Me running like Gara, me running like, you know, pure melee setups for, you know, Void Cascade, me not putting Dexterity Arcanes on. Please don't call me out on that. See, let's see me losing all of my combo over and over again, and then wondering, I thought Atlas is good at doing damage. Yeah, fuck that. Not my Atlas. You know, maybe, just maybe, because I don't have fucking any combo. But, you know, but that's beside the point, right? That's actually beside the point. Because, like, you know, who needs combo multiplier for any of that shit? I think also my Atlas is like one former. Like, one former in Atlas, one former in the Exalted weapon, so... It's like actually cheating. I have never played Atlas, by the way. If I'm doing anything wrong with playing Atlas here, please be kind to me. That's the first time that I touched Atlas. Ever. Like, actually ever. I never have used Atlas before. I have like a rough idea how Atlas works. Like, punch to stay immortal. And I want to like technically activate my 3 to terrify. And collect little rocks. And that's about it. That's literally about it. I have no other idea. But just for you, I fashion framed my Atlas. Just for you guys. My Atlas is not default color. You don't really see a lot because of like Eclipse. But just for you, my Atlas is actually not default color. You can be proud of me. So there's, you know, you don't have to like look at the bear butt. You know, he's actually, I mean, like, I would not consider pretty. I will be honest. I would probably not consider it pretty, but it's okay. It's decent enough, you know. It's blue, you know. I think that's all we need to say. It's blue. It's actually blue. I think that's okay. That's a start. It's nice enough. It's blue. Bada-bee, bada-boo. Sometimes I'm wondering what I'm hitting, because it seems like that I'm hitting the same enemy over and over again. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Oh, is that terrified? Is that because I'm hitting an enemy that is terrified because it's like stoned? Maybe that way? I don't know. Like I said, I have no idea about Atlas, but I'm doing okay-ish on it. So, by the way, this week calendar, no chart. Actually, sad news. There's no chart this week in calendar. 2 weeks ago, there was like one gift missing, and this week, no calendar. I don't want to call out the calendar, because technically calendar is cool, because calendar is free stuff. And that together with like the battle pass, or like the Nightwave stuff, which is technically a free battle pass, right? I don't want to call them out, because like, you know, we're getting free stuff for like free, like actually free for just doing tasks, which most of them are like actually doable. I know some people say, oh, it's not nice because, you know, you can only do certain tasks when you are like on Steel Path. like have everything unlocked in game. I'm fully aware of that. I don't want to like say that. I was in the beginning as well. I was like, oh my god, I can't do like half of the task because I don't have steel path. I agree on that, but that's beside the point. By the way, if you unlock steel path, the tasks are coming back, so don't worry too much about that. But it's still for free, right? It is still free. Like, we are not paying a single penny to get any of the things. So you're getting free cosmetics. Ooh, Zaku skin. I'm excited for the Zaku skin. I don't have the other Zaku skin, so I'm excited for Zaku. I like Zaku. Zaku is great. I do have to I do have to build Redeemer because, you know, Wheel of Shame, which we have not done in 2 weeks, but Wheel of Shame, you know, is Redeemer Prime this time. I have no idea what to do for Redeemer Prime. I actually have to like think about it. I have to actually use my brain, right? So Redeemer Prime is something I have to like. Oh my god, the Legacyte is actually running. He's a runner. He's a trickster. Punch, 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 punch. We're punching. We're punching.
When you took out that Legacyte, you wouldn't believe the data spike I saw. Do I know what it means? No. But we're not done yet.
Off we go to the next episode in this wonderful ETA, which is Exterminate. For some reason I decided to like, you know, punch that one. I don't know why I decided to punch that one. I can't tell you. Off we go to Exterminate. So please, when you're doing Exterminate, remember to do the supply cache. Because otherwise you have to kill double the amount of enemies. So, boo. Uncool. And we have Frost. Oh, and we got Tauforge Yellow. If you already saw that we got 2 Tauforge Yellow in EDA, we got another Tauforge Yellow in ETA, so we got like a lot of candy this time. We got a lot of good candy this time. Chom 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 chom. So really tasty. Really tasty.
So, Marty, you came here through the helmet, right?
I like that. And Escapist. Whatever for that. Right? But... oh no. Gosh, don't kill me. Don't kill me. He was panicking. I was panicking quite a bit this week in EDA and ETA. the panic start. It was alchemy in EDA. Now here the start in ETA every time. Like, oh my god, I'm dying. I'm panicking. I'm panicking. I'm always panicking, to be fair. I'm not really like a really relaxed player. You know, put me into Void Cascade, I'm fine. Put me into EDA on a frame that I don't know. But the other option would have been Mesa. Do you remember my Mesa run? I don't think that would have been like a great idea. Don't put me on Mesa. That's a horrible idea. Don't put me on Mesa. Don't do that. I would not suggest that. Putting me on Mesa is a bad idea. Don't do that. You will have no fun. It's a horrible idea. It's bad. Don't do that. Oh yeah, we have cold stacks on because of the cold stacker for extra pixie ships. I think that's also the same. We like each week we're actually doing everything plus the extra pixie ships from like the stickers. So I have to say, like, it always looks like a little bit of like, you know, goofing around, and like because I'm doing the voiceover afterwards, and we are goofing around quite a bit, but we are also like in ETA we're like kind of I don't want to like say it, but like we're also sweating a tiny bit because we're actually choosing everything plus the extra stickers to get the extra pixie ships. So yeah, I do have to say I make my life a little bit harder sometimes. Should I do that? No, absolutely not. Am I still doing it? Yes, but I do want to get the pixie display and everything, right? And I do want to get the extra hotshot and everything. So yeah, I'm sitting here over there and like thinking, yeah, I should sweat. I should sit there and sweat. Absolutely. But I'm not stinky. I promise I'm not stinky. I showered. Did you shower? Did you wash your feet? I don't want to, you know what? I don't want to talk about your feet. But I still hope that you showered. And I hope you're hydrated. And you eat dinner. I hope your dinner was tasty. I want to eat some cookies. You know, if I already can't have cake, I'm dying here, by the way. I knew that I was dying. I tried to, like, you know, pretend like I was not dying. No, I thought I could, like, you know, get you was the question. But I knew it was dying. I don't know what happened. I could not punch an enemy. And if you don't punch an enemy, you're not invulnerable. I did take too long to cast. So I was simply dying. But that happens. No punching. No invulnerable. You know. That happens. That's boo. And the Exterminate is done. So we can leave. And now we're coming to the little problematic. You know, to the little problem. To the problematic part. You know, the RPG. And that takes forever. It's actually long. It takes long. It's actually annoyingly long. And I have cold stacks. Why do I have like so many cold stacks on me? I have like 120% cold on me. From optimism. What is optimism now? I don't know what optimism is. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, let's go. What are we getting? Ooh, Arcane Hot Shot. Tasty. Tasty. Okay, let's go. What are we getting? What are we getting? We getting... Drumroll. Drumroll, drumroll, drumroll. What? We already know what we're getting. What am I saying? Anyway, you know what I mean. So, first things first, random modifiers. The first modifier that we're getting is disable energy orbs. So, I'm casting my ability here once, and then all of a sudden, I can't punch anymore. You know, I'm a non-punchable enemy. No, I'm not an enemy. At least I hope I'm not an enemy. I'm a non... I can't punch as an atlas. It means I'm useless. What I'm supposed to do with my life? I can't punch. Well, for some reason, like... Oh yeah, and longer cooldowns. Ooh. The thing is, like, I decided to, like, you know, actually not freaking do my Prisma Obex. Right? I actually decided to, like, use my AX for some reason, so... I was, like, also really smart. And keep in mind, you don't have, you know, your gear wheel, so that is a really mean combo. So you can't simply drop yourself... I'm absolutely panicking here, by the way. Vampiric Curse. It was a really interesting week. There we go. I can punch again. I'm a happy Atlas again. Happy. Da 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 da. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing here. I do have to be absolutely fair. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm panicking. I'm actually just running back and forth. I don't know why I'm not picking one up and, like, you know, calling or doing anything. I can't tell you. I honestly can't tell you. I think I kind of lost the point here. And I don't know what I'm doing. But, you know, that happened. It's not that we're dying. It took, like, what, 30 seconds longer? You know, we are not perfectly in sync, fast-tracking, optimal, you know, waypoint, rushing. You know, that's only the thing, you know. I think we're still doing, on average, quite a good time. I have to say that. I'm trying to get to the red dot, by the way, and getting the RPG. But then I saw that someone else snagged themselves the RPG, so I'm grabbing the other one. You know, with 2 shots, because, you know, someone already used a shot, so stinky. Mr. Stinky. No, it's okay. It's fine, but 2 shots are none. Better than nothing. So. Here we go. Let's go. The tank. Okay, let's talk about the tank. The tank has, like, you know, ugly pimples. The thing with the ugly pimples is this time you need to actually shoot the ugly pimples. I was questioning, by the way, where there was a body hanging. This time the ugly pimples, you do actually have to, like, hit the ugly pimples with the RPG. And that makes the ugly pimples a little bit more annoying. You know that ugly pimple that is, you know, like, hanging around way too long and you can't get rid of that pimple? Yeah, that is exactly that type of pimple this time. That is exactly that type of pimple this time. Yeah. So, really annoying. Really annoying. But we're getting rid of it, you know. By the way, Dedicants, great to build up a combo. You know, really great. Damage attenuation, really nice to build up your combo if you don't know. Because, you know, you can like slap, slap, right, left, you know, jab, jab, jab. Yep, exactly. That's what you're doing. And here we go. Tank. It's tank time. You have to suffer with me. I can't tell you exactly what I'm happening, but like I'm suffering, so you have to suffer. We have, first things first, a lot of fog. And here it takes me like a second to remember, oh yeah, you know, we need the RPGs. I forgot that. Give me a second, okay? Yeah, I'm jumping around. Then I see the RPG. Then my RPG is getting stolen once again. That is kind of like, you know, normal habit at that point, right? I don't know what to tell you, but it feels like a normal habit that my RPG is getting stolen. And here we go. We do have, you know, lovely. And here I'm trying to like aim. And like I'm actually standing still to aim because I don't want to miss. You know, my aim is not the best, but I'm pretending. So, and here I'm like, I have to like shoot up above. Oh no, I'm actually having like a non-top front. That's great. Yeah, we're smart. We're shooting them down. And here I have to like, wait, no, I realize I have to jump. I do, oh no, I missed. And what am I doing? There we go. Ooh. Good one, good one, good one. When I see myself doing that, and like, I mean, like, I'm making fun. Like, don't get me wrong. If you don't realize I'm making fun of myself. But like, when I'm like actually playing that, I'm not taking that serious, by the way. But like, it looks like so funky when I'm like, seeing my own gameplay afterwards. But like, what I'm supposed to do, right? Boink. But like, honestly, what I'm supposed to do, except for like, you know... Oh, waypoint overload. That's actually kind of fun. The waypoint overload, by the way, are like little boxes with Mech's face on it. You actually have to look at it for a second. I mean, you might see it like later. I think I looked at it later for a second. They're actually fun. Boink. By the way, I can proudly say, if I'm... No, actually, I don't want to say it. I don't want to jinx myself. I think I'm not going down a single time in this fight. For some reason, I am enough of a bunny jumping around that I'm not going down the whole time. I think here I'm, like, shooting, and then I'm not, you know, missing a single, like, a postal. I'm, like... Because that dude is... Oh, no, I actually hit it. Because I want to say that dude is, like, running in front of me. Yeah, but, like, whoopsie. But yeah, actually, it's kind of fine. So you see what I mean was now you have to like actually hit the weak spots with the RPG, and then it's actually doable. That's also why I definitely would suggest this week bring a frame where you feel comfortable with. If you don't have a frame this week where you feel comfortable with, just swap it out. Like fuck the extra pixie ships this week. Swap to a frame where you're comfortable with, because this fight will simply take a little bit longer. You definitely want to like stay alive. You don't want to, or like Vaseline dash you constantly. That's also like actually an option. If you're fine with Vaseline dashing yourself because you're used to doing that, definitely do that then. Just keep in mind whenever you mech proc, you can Vaseline dash yourself because you can't swap into operator. But yeah, it's simply a fight that will take you longer. And keep in mind, just because we are doing it like a little bit faster than you doesn't mean that you're doing bad at all. Just because you're going down more than we are doing doesn't mean you're doing bad at all, right? You're doing amazing. Do it in your own tempo. You don't have to like, you know, have everything equipped. You don't have to like have all modifiers on, right? You're doing amazing. I promise you, you're doing amazing in your own tempo. Yeah, by the way, I got called out for skipping the scene because someone was drinking their coffee. By the way, cheers, I'm drinking also my coffee. Longer cooldowns. By the way, longer cooldowns actually affects you because, at least affects me because it actually affects my wand. That was a bit awkward because I wanted to like actually use my wand for like purpose of like ha 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 ha. Here I forgot for a second that I have to like hit the pimp builds. I will not lie to you. And in a second, I will remember that I actually once again have to aim and have to look for pimples. I don't like pimples. I'm proud that I'm like, you know, I want to say I'm over the age that I don't have pimples anymore, but pimples are not connected to age, right? So, you know, I want to say like I'm out of like, you know, the time that I have pimples. But, you know, let's look for the pimples. Where are the postals? Let's call them postals because they're like a little bit more than just pimples. I hope when you don't have people like that, you would go to the doctor. Because they don't look normal. They do definitely not look normal. Oh yeah, what also helps if you're in call with people when you're playing, tell them where they are, right? Especially when you have enemy highlight, they're harder to see because enemy highlight's actually hiding the pimples. So call them out, tell them where they are. Big help. Besides that, work together. You know, you are a team. Don't call someone out because, you know, they're not exactly doing what you want them to do. So be nice to each other. You are a great team. You do want together, work together. You are amazing, I promise you. You're all amazing. So be nice to each other. I didn't mean to mark that enemy, by the way. I wanted to drop the RPG because I couldn't use my first ability, so I actually had to like drop the RPG to use my melee. Left, right, you know, press my OBX. My super great amount of damage. Slap. By the way, is that like the Nether-FM? I think that's the Nether-FM. I do like the dragons. I really like them. But I think you had to buy actual regular Aya for it, right? But I still like them. I want to use them here and there. I'm usually like absolutely... Oh, I missed there. Whoopsie. We're not talking about it. To be fair, it was definitely the fog, right? It was definitely the fog making it harder. That RPG was outside of the arena. That was uncool. I think I'm running multiple times to it to check if I can get it. And then I always realize, oh, that's the RPG that is outside of it. And I was like, oh yeah, here, by the way. Here, did you see that was like a mag face on it? And then I'm running through it. You see that's a mag face on it. You can actually destroy them if you walk through them. You can't shoot it. I thought first things first, you can shoot them. But you can run through it to get rid of it. But like, don't do it. It's a waste of time. I'm getting also called like, I have different priorities. Someone told me. Guess who told me? I have different priorities. Not be like actually checking what the waypoints are. Yeah, great teamwork. But I got it, okay? I'm helping. You know, I might be useless. I do agree I might be a little bit useless. But I'm helping. I promise you, I'm helping. You know, I'm doing stuff, okay? I'm actually doing stuff. I'm maybe not the biggest help, but I'm promising I'm doing stuff. Here and there, I'm like doing a little bit. You know. Shem Spires. Is that like... Oh, is that like the red... half of the time I didn't even realize this modifier was on. I was just like, somehow I have to like survive. Like, also like, do you see in the red... Like, not in the red... In the like top corner, like how many like things are affecting me? That is insane. That's actually insane how many things are affecting me. Holy. Holy. Oh, that's actually crazy. Bolstered bad guys. Where are the bad guys? Oh, my outfit changed. Why did my outfit changed? Huh? I don't know why my outfit changed. You have to live with it. My outfit changed. I guess some timer. Oh, I was testing earlier something, and I guess one of the timers ran out. So yeah, have fun. One of the timers ran out. I was experimenting with stuff, so here you go. Now you got mid video an outfit change. You're welcome. I'm looking cute. Okay, it was nothing awkward. Luckily, it was nothing awkward. I'm looking over and like, well, I'm looking different. That was not planned. Oh yeah, by the way, the tank also get like overguard, but like I feel like the overguard is not directly doing anything as if you're like still hitting the pimples. So keep up hitting the pimples, and you should be fine. As long as you're still hitting the pimples, you're like actually fine. I feel like it's doing maybe less damage to the pimples, but you're actually okay. I don't know. At least we did it. It took like ages. It definitely felt like it took ages. But here we go. We finally did it. Tank is down. We can leave. I'm proud of that. ETA done. We actually got really good rewards, to be fair. We will get also like good reward. We didn't get purple. We once again, sadly have to announce, we once again did not get a Tauforge Purple. I'm still waiting for the day to get a Tauforge Purple. But that's besides the point. One day we will get a Tauforge Purple. But I all hope that you had a great ETA. Let me know if I can help in any way with your ETA. I am actually going back and grabbing stuff because, you know, you can never have enough things. And I will struggle deeply here to, like, get that up there because I do want to get that. And for some reason, my jumping is, like, really bad today. Maybe because of the double jump mechanic that I have, like, the rolling. Anyway, we are Zareen Minerva, by the way. So let's go. We got another Tauforge Jelly and an Omniform, which saves a lot of blood. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time. Bye-bye!